like immediately smelled something really good? Yeah, like as soon as I walked through those doors over there, I was like, it smells so good. And so then I started looking at the flowers, and I was like, it doesn't smell like flowers, but it smells really good. And I was just speaking to our beautiful host of this evening, Miss Padma, and she said that she actually took 3 essential oils, blended them, had people come in here for 3 hours, wafting it through the room. I think it's actually in your linens as well. So the attention to detail that this woman takes is absolutely amazing. And it's part of her fragrance line, so I'm like, girl, you better work. So I brought my very good friend and hairdresser, Oscar James here tonight. And we were really excited to come. And we have to be honest, it was for the food. Because we knew that anything that Padma was putting on, that the food was going to be insanely amazing. And as she, did the whole sense of the room, you know that she did the whole tasting and the lick the fingers to make sure that it was right and it was really good. And I cannot wait to taste that chipotle. Am I saying that right, Padma? Chipotle tamale with beef? Chipotle? Cipollini? What? Anyway. Can't wait to taste that. So Padma was at my house just 2 nights ago. We were supposed to go to the movies, and then she came over, and I'm like, girl, I'm tired. But she said she was hungry, and she said she was starving. So I had some leftovers. It was this cod, and it was these like sugar snap peas and stuff. And so I put it in the microwave, and she finished that, damn near licked the bowl. And then she's like, I'm still hungry. I didn't have any food in my house, so I'm going through everything, and I found a frozen dinner. And I was like, how do I tell her that I only have a frozen dinner? But I made the frozen dinner, and it tasted really good, and she actually really liked it. And for the 10th time, I was like, Padma, you need to make these frozen dinners with your name on it in your recipes, because it would taste a lot better than that. So if anybody in the room gets around her tonight, can you guys tell her that? Because I'm a frozen dinner girl, and I haven't found one that tastes as good as her food, so she can get her food frozen up in my Whole Foods freezer. I will buy it. Okay, so we know that there's an auction item room here, and the bidding is going to continue online after dinner. And there are two particular items that I think you need to pay attention to. One is an America's Next Top Model makeover and a styling and a photo shoot on the set of America's Next Top Model. Yeah, and we have a very confidential set. We don't let anybody come, so you're going to meet the girls, get the photo shoot, do that whole thing, be fierce, learn how to smize, all that stuff. And I think that there's some really sweet daughters that might not be here that deserve that, or sons, holla, that deserve that. And if you feel that your daughter does not deserve that, I will just give her my infamous, I was rooting for you, we were all rooting for you, how dare you talk to your mama or your daddy that way kind of speech. But you can still get this auction item for her. Now the second auction item that I'd like to talk about comes from Padma herself. Now some of you all in this room, particularly the male species, may remember Padma's famous Carl's Jr. commercial. Do we remember that? Let me refresh your memory. She was walking down some farmer's market, all sweet, and putting her hand in beans and spices and talking about how traveling the world is so important to, taste the Epicurean delights of ingredients for food and recipes. And then she cuts to sitting on a stoop with a big, fat, juicy, sloppy, disgusting, I want it Carl's Jr. hamburger. And it's dripping everywhere and dripping all down her arms. And then she begins to lick herself over and over and over again. So guess what Padma's offering tonight as an auction item? She's offering to lick the face of anybody that will put big money down for that. And she won't just lick your face once. she will lick it over and over and over again. Oh, what? Oh, that's not an auction item? Oh, come on. That's not an auction item? You guys said that was an auction item. Okay, anybody that would name her cookbook tangy, tart, hot, and sweet should be licking people for money, in my opinion. I'm sorry. What was up with that title, girl? Tangy, spicy, hot, tart, sweet. Don't act like you were talking about food. We know what you were talking about. But anyway, moving on. I apologize if anybody is less than 18 in this room, because it gets PG after this. Okay, Podman I met when I was 17 years old and we were in Paris, and we were like these young, starry-eyed models, and we were strutting ourselves on the runway with Linda Evangelista and Christy Turlington and Claudia Schiffer and all the big stars. And we met as young mannequins, but then later we reconnected as women, taking control of our destinies, and I feel that Padma is a woman that has taken control of her destiny. We all know she's stunningly beautiful. She's a remarkable woman, a mama of Krishna, who I was hanging with the other day, beautiful Krishna. Padma speaks 5 languages. She's written 2 award-winning cookbooks. She's a model. She's a jewelry designer. She is absolutely amazing. But one thing that's really, really important, and I know we're chatting, but we're going to talk about why we're here tonight, so if I can get just a little bit of would be really great. Thank you so much, just because I'm getting to really why we're here. What I really admire about Padma is that she has a serious dedication to endometriosis. And we know that this is a disease that is experienced firsthand, that she experienced firsthand, and that caused her to take action. And the interesting thing with her is whether she is speaking on a podium like this about endometriosis, or whether I'm chilling with her on her couch and she made some chai tea and we're just sitting in her house talking about it, there is such passion and there is such conviction. This is not something that she is just putting her name on as a vanity project that a lot of people do. This is something that she lives, literally, because Padma has endometriosis. She's not a meek woman. She's not a mild woman. Padma is a survivor. And it was obvious, because when she was 14 years old, she was in a car accident, and she had a fractured hip, shattered bones, and we all know this beautiful, lovely scar that she proudly displays on her arm on national television week after week after week, which touches me personally because it inspires women and girls everywhere to celebrate their uniqueness. Talking about infertility, you guys, it's not an easy thing. It really, really isn't. A lot of the times it can be embarrassing for women because we're talking about our down there kind of parts. Sometimes we feel inadequate or personally disappointed. But what Padma lets women know is that it is not their fault. She's bravely spreading the word and sharing her own experience and telling women that they are not to blame. And she's encouraging them and supporting them to get the help that they need. Now, yes, we all know that Padma is beautiful. Padma. Actually, my Indian friend told me to say Padma. Padma. Is that right? Padma. 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 We all know that she's beautiful, absolutely ravishing. We know that. But what I also know that there is nothing more beautiful than empowering women and inspiring women and girls every single day. So, ladies and gentlemen, I give you the radiant, beautiful, empowering, and inspiring Padma Lakshmi.